Uh, Long time no see, and not have been doing this in the longest time. And thinking back on the vlogs that I've been doing in the past year or two, I believe the last time I did a vlog was on, when was it? Last of last year, last of last year. Yes. So I might be back. I don't want to promise anything on saying that no, I'm back, but I'm not back, but I'm back. So yes, from now I believe that these vlogs will, in some sense, it's not a vlog per se. It is those sit down videos. Planning on doing those more, and yeah, I just want to bring you to my world. And recently, actually, this week, I have a bunch of interviews for the podcast, and the initial conversation around meditation, mindfulness, nutrition, all of those things. Because recently I have seen Midnight Gospel. Midnight Gospel is such a beautiful piece of animation, and it's something that really taught me how to meditate, why having these kinds of conversations is very important, especially when it comes to breakups, when it comes to drugs, when it comes to meditation, when it comes to listening, especially listening, because I believe we're in a stage where people find it hard to listen, find it hard to endure other people. So yeah, hopefully today's ride won't be intense. It Yeah, gonna do some editing. I'm gonna do some talking, but I don't have interviews for today. I have interviews for tomorrow, which is for when it comes to meditation. So yeah, I just wanna say that really missed you, and can't wait to initially dive deeply on this, on the conversations, on actually you being part of the journey from now on. I just want to do that, be part of the journey, because I haven't involved my podcast in the longest time when it comes to this. So yeah, and also another thing that I almost did, I almost gave up on my podcast in general, because firstly I didn't have time, secondly I didn't have motivation to do it. But now I have time. Now I have passion. I have that motivation. I have that discipline that pushes me. You see, and yeah, life has not been kind. It has been tough, and it's something that I have already always pushed out when it comes to that. So in general, yeah, welcome to the ride, and we'll see where it takes us. Thank you. Yeah. As you saw that I do usually when it comes to my podcast, when it comes to outreaches, I use Podmatch, and just to make my life easier to understand the guests' work, I use Cloud AI to be able to make my work a bit easier. So usually I have around, I believe that around, I used to do around 5 episodes per day, which it will come to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 episodes per week. But things have changed compared to when I was back at NMU, because now my work is a little bit down because I work at Fancourt now, and also it's a full-time job and needs my focus, so I need to lower down my work. So yeah, so yes, and now I'm gonna about to edit, and I just wanna say something that initially when I was actually doing the work, I was listening on the other side, something from Midnight Gospel, where it talks about hurt and opening up your heart. And I believe this. It's something that most people that actually have difficulty on doing. I might not actually, let me just move my thing, because I'm afraid that I might not look at you when I am doing this. Just wanna move this camera like this. Yeah, like this. So in short, yes, as I've said, that I might not be able to look at the camera when I am talking because I'm editing. So in the sense of opening up, being able to open up to a person when it comes to heartbreak, when it comes to grief, sometimes to some point that when it comes to grief, we allow ourselves not to feel. It might be the fact that that person we love too much. It might be the fact that we don't love that person, and or we took that person for granted, and when they have died, we actually realize, flip, I had a relationship with this person. And it really sparked a very interesting thought on me, but not in a per se on the side of grief, but per se on the side of relationships. Because at some point in relationships, we get into talking stages, and we don't have that thing of quickly opening up because we find it difficult to do it because we don't know that person. And also it is per se, what do you call this, courtship or talking stage per se. And I really find it so hard to really find myself within relationships in general. So yeah, I just wanted to talk on that because I myself, someone that find myself quickly falls in love, and initially don't realize that I loved too quickly, you see. So yeah, I just wanted to dive deeply on that, you see. So yeah, it's quite a very interesting perspective when it comes to that, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. And it quite, and especially when it comes to having conversations, the only time I have deep conversations, it's when I'm at work or when I'm doing podcasts, and definitely when I do this, talking to myself, actually sharing my ideas when it comes to certain conversations, certain topics, especially when it comes to mindfulness and when it comes to mental health. And something that mindfulness is very important to me, or not important per se, something that I have explored because I feel like it's something that everyone should be doing, especially when it comes to meditation. So even you see the smile on my face, it intrigues something to me. It intrigues something to me. So yeah, it might be the last. Actually, I might be ending the video at this moment because I feel like I'm boosted to a point that I realize that, flip, why are we not meditating? Why are we not taking care of ourselves? Because I believe meditation eliminates that anger self of yours, that anger when you have rage. Especially, it allows you to actually be not in this world, but in the same on your conscious, but in your subconscious. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that I really find it fascinating, something that I feel like every people need to do, especially when you go through a breakup, especially when it comes to grief, when it comes to just life is not lifing in your life. That's it. This is why they did that. Life is not lifing in your life. That's my new quote. I'm gonna trademark that. So yes, it's something that is very important. It's something that we should all be doing, especially as young people. Especially as young people, through the stress that we are dealing with, through the expectations that we are facing in general. So I might be ending up this video now, and really enjoy talking to you, and hopefully I'll try by any means to make this as a permanent thing of doing it every day. I hope that I do it every day. So yeah, peace. We'll talk soon.